As you can see, it's a beautiful day outside today. This is obviously the last bit of summer before autumn comes, and I should be outside, but instead today I'm going to be baking. I'm going to be showing you how to make crunchies, which is a very traditional oats cookie that they make in South Africa, and it is fantastic to put in kids' lunch boxes, and you can make it quite healthy as well, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. You need to preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius and get a baking tray and either grease it or put on some baking paper, which is what I have done. For this recipe, you are going to need some bicarbonate of soda, some honey or syrup, dried apricots, raisins, although these are optional. I'm using spelt flour because I'm going to be giving this to a friend who can't deal with normal flour because he's a little bit gluten intolerant. You're going to need sugar, you're going to need desiccated coconut, you're going to need rolled oats, some ginger, and some cinnamon, and of course some butter. The first step is going to be to melt 180 grams of butter with 2 tablespoons of honey. You can use syrup as well. I can't get the syrup here in Norway, so I'm using honey. It's just to give it that stickiness that it needs. I tend to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to melt it in the microwave. Doesn't have to go on very long. I have to use a different bowl for melting in the microwave because this lovely IKEA baking bowl, unfortunately, when I melt it in the microwave, the bowl got a crack. This hasn't happened now, this happened in the past. And yeah, so anything liquid will pour out of the end, but it's still, pour out the bottom should I say, but it's still okay for mixing dried stuff in it. Yeah, thank you IKEA for great quality. While the butter has been melting in the microwave, I've put in 1 cup sugar, 1 cup desiccated coconut, 1 cup spelt flour, and 2 cups of rolled oats. And here is the melted butter and honey mixture. And to this, I'm going to add a teaspoon. I'm going to add a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, and you want it to foam and froth up a little bit like that. So that's perfect, that's frothing up perfectly. I'm going to add in my cinnamon and ginger. It should be a level teaspoon, but my teaspoons are a little bit generous because hey, I like a little bit of flavor. So a lot of people ask, if you're making travel videos, why are you doing recipe ones on your channel as well? And the reason being is that I think that food and travel are related. When I come across great, delicious treats and kinds of food and cuisines on my travels, I feel like I want to try and recreate them at home. So my cooking and recipes that I'm doing here are all related to my travel. Okay, so I'm now pouring in the melted butter and honey mixture that had the bicarb in it as well. And I am now going to get this all mixed in together so that there's nothing dry left in here. You can see how everything is mixed together now, so it's already got like that sort of stickiness that you're wanting. To this I'm adding in my apricots, dried apricots that I've chopped up, and like a handful of raisins. As I said before, these are optional. I just put it in because in my mind it makes this treat healthier because it's got fruit in it. But it might not necessarily be accurate, but that's just my thinking. The next step is to empty your mixture out onto your baking sheet. Now it's time to get your hands dirty. Some people use like a rolling pin. There's other ways in which to flatten it because you've got to get it spread evenly, and then you have to press it down quite hard, and yeah, so I've just spread it evenly. Now I'm going to press it down so that it all joins together nicely and becomes quite solid. I definitely feel, yeah, doing it with the hands, I suppose. This is how I've always done it. Doesn't make it the right way or the best way, I suppose, but I've always done it like this and it's always worked very well. These crunchies are my children's favorite treats that I used to make for their lunch boxes. So once it is done and you've pressed it down firmly, so it's going to look like this, we're now going to put it in the oven. This is why I love making crunchies, because my kitchen smells absolutely wonderful. Look at that. Look at that. Now, the next step is while it's still soft out the oven, we are going to cut it into blocks. Of course, how big you cut the slices are up to you. So I've cut them into little blocks. Up with my finger here, you can see roughly the size of the block. And the reason why you're needing to cut them when it's still soft is because once it gets hard and crunchy, hence the name crunchy, you can burst a valve trying to cut them. It's really difficult. So cut when they're soft, but don't remove them. Under no circumstances remove them from your baking sheet until they are hard. So now the crunchies are hard. See, that's what they're going to look like. And time to taste. Delicious.